Tensions were already high heading into the Spanish Grand Prix weekend, but what happened inside the Aston Martin garage may have blown the lid off completely. On paper, it looks simple. Lance Stroll withdrew from the race due to a wrist injury. The official statement mentioned lingering pain related to a 2023 procedure. Straightforward enough, right? Well, not so fast. According to Sky F1's David Croft, there's a lot more to the story. And if what he's heard is accurate, the injury may not have been the only reason Stroll didn't line up on Sunday. Let's start with Saturday. Stroll qualified 14th. Not brilliant, not disastrous. But then came the shock announcement. He was out of the race. The reason? A wrist problem that had allegedly been monitored for 6 weeks. Now here's where things get messy. Croft dropped the behind-the-scenes bombshell on the Sky F1 show. I understand that a helmet was thrown so hard it might have been damaged. There was shouting, swearing. Classic garage meltdown. He even hinted at a history. Lance has got form for punching walls. I've heard that before in his time at Aston Martin. So was the wrist issue really flaring up during the weekend? Or was that only part of the picture? Croft questions the timeline. If Aston knew for weeks that Stroll's condition might keep him from racing, why wasn't Felipe Drugovich, the team's reserve driver, prepped during any session? Why did Stroll qualify if he was in doubt? Why no practice miles for Drugovich, especially with an endurance race, Le Mans, looming on his calendar? If they'd really been monitoring it, Croft said, you'd expect they'd pull the trigger earlier. You don't risk a driver's health after he's already been in the car. That said, there's no doubt the FIA accepted the medical withdrawal. Something was wrong, but was it a long-term issue or a last-minute explosion of emotion? And now the question turns to Canada. Will Stroll be fit? Or will Drugovich finally get his shot? This story is far from over. But whatever happens next, one thing's clear. The pressure is building inside Aston Martin, and it might just blow again. Smash that like button, subscribe to F1 Leaks, and stay locked in for more F1 drama the cameras didn't catch.